Today we're going to add color to your Picasso style portrait that you started last week. So the glue is dry, and the great thing is that will kind of keep the chalk in the area that you want the chalk to be in. Before we start, let's look at a couple of these that are finished. Notice how contrasting colors on each side of the face are going to emphasize that look of having one face almost at a sideways view and one face at a forward view. Sideways, forward. So in these, I have warm colors for the face and cool colors for the hair, and warm colors for the face and cool colors for the hair. But notice this one, there's one warm color for this side of the face and a cool color here. It doesn't matter so much whether it's warm and cool, just that the two sides contrast with each other so that it really emphasizes that odd double perspective look of Picasso's style. So here's our chalk, and I'm just going to choose any arbitrary color. That means it doesn't relate to the real color of a person. It just is the color that I'm choosing. And I'm going to start with a bluish color, and I'm going to make this side of the face blue. Now, one thing about chalk is it will smudge and smear, and it is very messy. So you'll notice that I have pushed up my sleeve. You'll notice also that I'm not trying to get the entire thing covered. What I'm going to do is get a base amount on, and now don't put the chalk back in because you and your neighbor are sharing, so always keep whatever colors you've chosen to use. I'm going to go ahead and start smudging this in using my finger. And you'll notice that the chalk kind of allows it just flows, and the dried glue stops the chalk from going places you didn't want it to go. Now, one thing that's interesting about chalk is it blends really nicely, so you can have colors fade into other colors. So I'm going to add another color here. I'm going to add some of this green, and I'm going to see if I can make an interesting fade from this green into the blue. Also, remember, don't put it back. Also, maybe I'll change the color of the lip just a little since I didn't outline any lip shape. So I'm going to love that color change. Now, as you get going, you'll notice that there's chalk dust forming. Never blow the chalk dust because that could get in someone's eye. It could really hurt them. So what we do is we tap and we turn it upside down and flick, and then I like to take a wet paper towel and push all of those into a pile, and I can also use that paper towel to kind of wipe my finger off. So like I said, I might want to do the lips a different color. Sure, go ahead, enjoy, have fun with this, and when you're done with one area, then for the next area, make sure that you're choosing a contrasting color. So I'm not going to choose anything bluish for this side because that would blend. So remember, use contrasting colors. Be careful with the chalk. If you have chalk dust, tap it or flick it, never blow it, and keep your chalk off to the side, the ones that you've used, so you and your partner are not touching each other's chalk.